Hi, welcome to the Denver Nuggets podcast. We are sponsored today by Nonchalant Threads, providing quality items at an affordable price. So we got a special guest today, my guy Peter Rivera. Thanks for joining us today, bro. We're here to talk about the Denver Nuggets. They play the number 3 seed Golden State Warriors tonight. Are you ready to talk about some Denver Nuggets?
I am, man. Let's get it done.
All right, man. So the first question and first topic I want to talk about is, do you think the Nuggets could win tonight? I want to hear your opinion on that.
Absolutely, man. You know, anything, especially in sports, is possible. You know, but it all comes down to the mentality when these guys walk into the court. Mm-hmm. You know, they gotta want to win this game. They can't just walk in and say they can win it. They gotta want to win this game. It's got to show in first quarter to the fourth quarter. They can't let up.
Yeah, no, I agree. I completely agree with you. I hope they go win tonight. I mean, I think they give themselves a chance. If they play like how they played Sunday, I think they could win, bro. I really do. If they
a left-handed hook shot that's hitting the top of the rim or backboard,
yeah, and
it somehow goes in. Oh, I also want to say that I saw a highlight of the last game, and Steph hit a 3 and got fouled. No, he flopped. He flopped hard.
Of course he flops. That's what he does. I flop. I flop like crazy, and I get every call.
It was probably the hardest flop I'd seen. I got so mad. I was like, oh, this is the net.
All right, so the next question I have, do you think the Nuggets could slow down Jordan Poole, Klay Thompson, and...
Just like you said, you know, you'd like them to stop all three, but I got to pick one, and it's got to be Jordan Poole again. You know, you're not stopping Steph. You know, you're not... Like, you could probably stop Klay. Who knows? You know, Klay's not Klay right now. But he's been Klay for the last 5 games. So...
Exactly.
If there's anybody that you got to shut down right now, it's got to be Jordan Poole. There's no reason that Jordan Poole, especially coming into this playoff series, that whole month, that this man's been dropping almost 30 games, every single game.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen it coming. I definitely didn't see it coming. But it comes back to the bench, bro. We got to stop him.
Yeah, exactly.
These guys got to stop him 100%. And without that, if Jordan Poole gets 24 today, we lose.
You think so?
Yeah.
So I agree. I mean, he had, what was it? The Nuggets
11.
shut him down. 11 points Sunday?
11. He went, I got that. I actually got my thing up too, but I don't got the stats. But I think he got like 3 for 10.
Yeah. So he's only shooting 30% Sunday. And if the Nuggets could keep doing that and hopefully Steph stays cold. I doubt it. We know fucking Steph. He's Steph. We know Klay. But we could let Draymond shoot threes. Andrew Wiggins is 50-50 with me. As long as we're holding the 2 guys under 30, I think the Nuggets will be fine. But it has to be Curry and Klay under 30. It has to be.
No, yeah, we need to force Draymond to get 4 fouls by the second half again.
Exactly.
And I don't want to see Andrew Wiggins shooting and making threes. Hey, let him cut, let him get to the rim if he can. But I don't want to see that man making any 3-point shots because if Klay and Steph are doing it, Klay and Steph are doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but everybody else, this is a series that we won 3-1 in the regular season. I know that you know, regular season, postseason is not the same, but we've had success against this team. We have to stop the guys that we can't stop. Let Steph and Klay cook because they're not the ones that are gonna, you know, get this team over the hump.
Yeah, no, I agree 110%. You said everything right. That's their only way to win is to hopefully those guys are just not good tonight. And then we could come back to Denver for a Game 6 and have the crowd that we have late Sunday. And just That's what we need is our home court, and we should have won Game 3. We should have. Jordan Poole killed us, of course. Like, who really expected that?
He scored what? He scored 27 or 26?
Yeah, I think it was 27. He's been scoring like 25 a game, easily.
But that's what I'm saying, man. We keep him under 20 at least. You keep him under 20. You know, we pray that Steph and Clay miss a few shots they shouldn't have missed. You know, and we can stay in this game. The biggest thing is these guys have beaten Golden State in San Francisco before. They need to find that success again. My first video I made, go check out Nuggets on YouTube. It was the Monte Morris game-winning 3.
Mm-hmm.
It was huge, man. I watched that whole game start to finish, and I just it's there. We have it. You know what I'm saying?
But
like I said, these guys gotta want it if they want to win.
Exactly. I was just gonna say. I was like, do they want it? They could do it. But the question is, do they want it? Do you think their bags are packed already to come back home? I hope not. I hope they are ready to come home and play.
If their bags were already packed, they already said that we're not here. You know
Exactly.
The only bags that should be packed right now are Michael Porter and Jamal Murray's.
Not even. Jamal should be ready to play, bro. I believe Jamal should be playing right now. At least like a couple minutes. And just get his ass in there and see what he could do.
You see, I understand for the most part, and this is why I wanted to talk to you. I want to do this pod, man. It's been about Jamal Murray. I've been hearing people, you know, crying about, you know, saying like, oh, Jamal doesn't want to play. Jamal doesn't want to do this. Bro, tear your ACL and come back, bro. Tear it and come back. You know, I'm going to bring this 92.5 because I love that radio station. They talk Nuggets, you know, and that's what I'm here for, to listen to.
Exactly.
An ACL injury, they said the doctor said that the 9 to 12 month recovery, yeah, the knee could probably be, you know, it could probably be healthy. But in terms of getting back into where you want to be, it's like a 19 or an 18 to 24 month thing. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And also, I don't mean to break you up, it's all about mental too. So in his mind, if Jamal Murray is not ready, he's not ready. You can't force him to go play. The doctor could clear you for all means. You could be cleared. Like, say I go tear my hamstring, I'm cleared. But if I feel something in my head that like, oh shit, if I run and I'm kind of scared to run, it's all mental. Like, yeah, I may be cleared, but this shit is still in my head. Like, oh, I could still get hurt, you know? And that's probably what's in his head. Like, he don't want to rush it, and I agree with it. Like, you can't rush that. Like, you could be cleared, but you can't rush, especially ACL. You can't. Like you said, it takes a while. And I know,
I don't want Jamal to be a liability on the court.
Exactly.
That's the biggest thing for Jamal. And you got to look at Klay Thompson, bro. This guy tore both of his ACLs, ruptured his Achilles, just like, you know, Kevin Durant did. Mm-hmm. This guy, he tried to come back too early, you know, hurt himself. For what he said to Jamal was absolutely correct, bro. Don't ruin your career. And for the Nuggets fans that, you know, you guys, you know, saying, oh, if Jamal's clear, then Jamal needs to play. Bro, Jamal starts off slow regardless.
Exactly.
You know Nolan Arenado?
Yep.
Bro, that guy started slow every season for the Rockies. First 3 months of the season, he was just slow. Came out close to the All-Star break. He was doing everything he could to get us back into, you know, a position to be where we're at.
Mm-hmm.
But it's the same thing as Jamal, man. He doesn't, you know, we can't just tell him to come off an ACL tear where he's probably not in shape, definitely not ready to play basketball right now. He could probably go out there, dribble the ball. He's definitely not ready to play basketball right now.
Especially playoff basketball.
Especially playoff basketball. Totally different animal, bro. None of us know what playoff basketball is, man. We see it on the TV. That place is loud.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if we got to go to San Francisco. That place is loud, bro. What if Jamal gets, you know, overwhelmed on the court? You know, he's gonna think that I got to do this. No, you don't.
keep in
You're not the
mind.
two-time MVP on this team. That is Jokic.
Exactly. Keep in mind, where did Jamal get hurt?
In Golden State.
In Golden State,
know?
right? Like, as a mental, you're like, do I really want to go on the court where I got injured? Do I really want to go play right now? Like, no. I mean, I don't blame him.
If the Nuggets somehow pull this out, and I hope they do, man, so, hashtag Nug Life, bro. We're not here to, get bounced out in 5 games. We know what the Nuggets are. We can push it 6, 7 games. If we lose in 6, we lose in 6. We did everything we could to get it back into Denver. We lose in 7, bro. We push these guys to the brink. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm fine with losing in 6 or 7. Because who expected us to even be the 6th seed with Jokic just by himself?
Nobody.
Everybody expected us to be a play-in team. We won 48 games. That, to me, that's a win without Jamal and MPJ. And
especially when you look at the standings, when you're looking at the Eastern Conference and the Western Conference, when they're saying like, oh, the Western Conference was weak this year. No, it's not. There's not a single team in the East that has 60 wins. The Suns got that. You got 4 teams? No, hold on. No, you got 3 teams in the West with 50-plus wins. You got 4 teams in the East with 50-plus wins. It was hard for the Nuggets to even get to this spot.
exactly.
Especially when the Wolves, at one point, they finished the season 2 games under the Nuggets. Bro, we were like probably like a 1-game split at one point, just trying to hold them off.
Exactly. It was super close. And I'm shocked we got the 6th seed, to be honest.
Dude, it's this, did you know this? We have a better road record than home record.
Yeah, and that's the first time in Denver Nuggets, stuff. That's crazy because we have the altitude and and we can't win on the road for our lives right now.
Oh, yeah.
It shows how crazy the regular season does not really matter until the playoffs come.
Mm-hmm.
But the next, sorry, did you have to say something? The next question I have for you is, if the Nuggets lose tonight, what do you think's going to happen if we lose tonight? What do you think needs to happen if we lose this game?
I believe, for the most part, this roster will be the same for the most part. I think, in terms of guys that definitely should go, we need to get rid of Facu. These are just my opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to get rid of Facu, Brent Forbes, Austin Rivers, Devon Reed, Jeff Green, and JaMychal Green.
All right, let me ask you this. Why Austin Rivers?
Bro, I could praise Austin's defense all I want. This guy still shot 1 for 4 from the field.
Yes, but
This guy, he hurt himself. He got hurt and he came back. I can give him all the praise that, I can give him, Austin. But in terms of a consistent scorer, he's not a consistent scorer. If, Malone doesn't give him minutes sometimes, which I don't understand, because he does have defense. But then I do understand it, because even if, we can't just start Austin Rivers and, he'll drop probably 12 points a game, play decent defense, and we're living with it, So, bro, what if we need you to come off the bench and you're dropping 4 points, you're 2 for 7, you're shooting 1 for 4 from deep, and all you have to show for it is your defense. We need somebody, we need points, we can't just rely on the defense all the time.
Okay, but what about, tell me this, defense wins championships, right? Right? If Austin Rivers does not get that little steal at the end of the game, do we win that game?
I think anybody could have made that steal. Called it out. Jokic called it out.
Jokic called it out, but Austin Rivers defended it.
Oh, no, he threw enough. Hey, so, totally off topic, but I want to tell you this. When we were playing football last Sunday, we had a little small guy playing corner, and he climbed the ladder in the red zone to knock the ball away. So,
Because defense wins championships, right?
The effort is there, and like I said, I'm gonna always applaud great defensive effort, but we have to be able to score points for the defense to do its job.
Out of all our guards, let me ask you this: out of all our point guards in Denver, who's the best defender out of our guards?
Can I choose Jamal?
No, he's injured.
It's Austin.
Exactly. Why would you cut him when he could be a backup to Jamal? Or say we trade Will Barton, right? Because that's what I would do. I would try to get rid of Will Barton. I don't think he's consistent. He's the leading 3-point scorer in Denver Nuggets history, but you know who's behind him? Jamal. He's going to pass him right up, bro. And I think if we could get, like, let's say, like another Gallinari, like a straight shooter, bro, like a Boban or whoever, who could shoot. And Will Barton, like, he's a good finisher. He's just you know who he reminds me of? Corey Brewer. And I hate Corey Brewer. That's just
Corey Brewer played defense. That's the difference.
Will Barton
and Corey Brewer. Corey Brewer played defense,
yes.
And he could at least hit those corner threes. Will Barton will just hit the side of the backboard one time.
All right, would you have Will Barton or Corey Brewer right now?
Corey Brewer right now.
Because of defense, right?
Yep.
So why are you trying to cut Austin Rivers?
Because here's the thing, right? And this is it's funny because we're talking about this, man. It really is. You got to look at our guard depth, man.
Exactly.
Because we can both agree we would rather have Jamal at shooting guard than point guard, correct?
I wouldn't.
You would rather have?
I would rather have him. Yes.
Okay, who's your shooting guard?
My shooting guard? Not Will Barton.
Right. Out of Monte and Bones, who's your shooting guard?
Bones. Definitely Bones.
But Bones is a better point guard.
But he's a shooter.
But he's a better ball handler.
Not better than Jamal.
Oh, I don't think so.
I swear.
I think Bones is dude, it's welcome to the Bone Zone for a reason, bro. This dude, when have you seen Jamal pull up from 32 and drain it 3 times in a row?
A lot in the playoffs.
Okay.
2 years ago.
2 years ago. That it's beautiful when we're talking about the bubble, but
all right. What about when Jamal crossed Steven Adams against the OKC Thunder?
You're talking about Steven Adams. Hold on.
Jamal could juke a lot of people. He's done it. He's broken a lot of ankles. Am I wrong?
Did you see Bones break Kemba's ankles?
Yes, I did. But Bones is a crazy player too. He is like a guy on crack. He's
also a rookie that's going to learn to contain that energy.
Exactly.
And hone those skills even more. If we can say it right now, sure, I'll give Jamal better handling now.
Yes, as of now, I agree.
But next year, you got to make decisions in where you want your guard or where you want your guards to play. If Monte is our best, backup point guard, if we're putting Jamal in as the one, and you want to get rid of Will Barton, well, I already got rid of Austin Rivers, Brent Forbes, and Facu Campazzo, who's our shooting guard.
I would keep Forbes, too.
You'd keep Forbes?
He could shoot.
Yeah, you can't play defense.
That's why you keep Austin Rivers, too.
But he's inconsistent. So do we want consistency or do we want defense? Because we can't have both.
You could have both. You could have them both.
That's like the biggest problem for the Denver Nuggets for the past 20... I'm 25. 20 years, bro, since I've been a Nuggets fan. Since we've had Melo, JR, AI, Nanette, all these guys, bro. The one thing that's killed us is consistency.
What'd you think about Aaron Aflalo? You remember Aaron Aflalo?
Aaron Aflalo.
He had
nice, bro.
defense and he could shoot.
He was the 3-and-D guy that, I was like, once he got older, I was kind of like, get that man off the court. But for the most part, Aaron Aflalo is kind of that, guard-forward combo that you need because, like I'm saying, we need more length. in our guard. If we're gonna play small ball, we need more length. You know, and I think Bones, especially as a rookie, he's gonna get taller. He's gonna get longer. You know, Bones could probably end up being a 6'4" guard with like a 6'8" wingspan. Who knows?
Yeah, well, he's 19, right? Probably.
I think he's like 20.
Yeah, he's super young. So I mean, he has one more year to grow, maybe. And
Maybe. I think I stopped growing at 22. I don't know.
yeah, I like Bones. I do. I think he's special, and I think he could really help us. Especially tonight, he could help us. We need him tonight. So
no, Bones is the X factor to this Denver Nuggets team.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and I know you want to get rid of Barton. But here's gonna be the cold hard reality of that one. Tim Collins signed that man to a 2-year extension. He ain't going nowhere. Austin
he
Rivers,
is getting traded. That's where he's going.
he ain't getting traded. Nobody wants him.
Why does Denver want him?
Because nobody wants him. Bro, it's so hard for us to get players, man. We grab probably the last guy that wants to come to that, like, in the free agency in terms of being good. Jermichael Green, Jeff Green, but we can't get, like, say a Montrezl Harrell. Montrezl Harrell, I think, is Manimal 2.0. You know? I'd like him to be a backup 4-5 for us. Zeke Naji, in terms of Zeke, I need him to get bigger. Mm-hmm. He's long. He just needs to get stronger. You know, in terms of DeMarcus Cousins, I would try to give him a 2-year, $16 million contract. You know, I can't really say I want him for the long term, but I don't want him going anywhere else. He's still he's a good backup for Jokic, especially.
What about Cousins? Would you keep Cousins?
That's what I said.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were talking about Will Barton still.
Oh, no.
I was trying to read a story, and I was trying to figure it out, and I heard you say backup to Jokic, and then I was like, okay, well, what about Cousins? I like Cousins, but then I'm like, he's not consistent, though, like how you were saying about Will Barton. So why not try to, like, trade them both and get something special? And then
they're both on 1-year contracts. Or, well, Boogie's on this 1-year contract, and Barton's on this 2-year contract that's going to go over into next year. You know, so, and then we're going to be like, oh, here we go again. Well, Barton's a year older, can't play defense, and he's still missing wide open threes. Yay.
All right, so I'm looking at the top future free agents of shooting guards, and here's the list that popped up. What about Bradley Beal? Would you take Bradley Beal?
If the Wizards don't re-sign him.
Exactly. And
if the Wizards don't re-sign him, yes. If that's the case, I'm cutting Will. If we somehow, but the biggest problem with all of that is we're struggling in terms of money. You know?
Exactly. That's why
we re-signed Jamal. We re-signed MPJ. We re-signed Gordon. Jokic is going to hit this supermax soon. You know? So if we bring in 29-year-old Bradley Beal, who's going to probably be asking for a bunch of money in the future.
He's asking for about $35 million a year.
How much?
$35 million a year.
And what? A shooting guard / point guard again. Some guy that's just going to be hogging the ball for the most part. We don't need that if our best player is a 7-foot center that can pass the ball better than any point guard in the league.
So let me ask you this. Say the Magic don't re-sign Gary Harris. Would you go after Gary Harris?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I want Gary back. Like, Gary got to come off the bench. I can't have him start.
Off the bench from Bones? Would you move Bones to the shooting guard?
Yeah.
Or sorry, I'm moving
Murray to shooting guard. Bones to point.
Okay.
Because Murray's in the league now, has been in the league as much now to where he can play off ball.
Mm-hmm.
He was more of an off ball in Kentucky, or was he a point guard in Kentucky?
I think he's a shooting guard in Kentucky.
So he's already learned how to play off ball, and if even like what's really like point guard, shooting guard, 1-2, it doesn't really matter. At the end of the day, whoever has the ball at the end of the game that's what matters the most. A starting lineup is just a placeholder.
Exactly.
It's all about the closers.
Exactly. You said it 100%. So we're kind of running out of time here, but I did want to talk about one more thing. I know this is Denver Nuggets, but I wanted to start talking about like our flag football stuff because I know people want to hear about that. But are you doing pf3? Right, you're doing pf3.
Right, I'm out here pf3 Mud Dogs.
Mud Dogs, my former team.
he dipped out on us. I don't know.
I didn't dip out, but I got me one of these really quick and then dipped out.
Hey, he stole that flag from me first of all.
Good, but yeah, how's that going? I know you guys are at the bottom right now. I try to go watch you guys sometimes, and it just doesn't look like Mud Dog football right now.
Yeah, man, because guys left. You left. We had one of our best receivers leave. The team's not the same for the most part. Not in terms of the quarterback. He's not going to be here next year or next season anyway.
Yeah.
And the season did start off rough. Played the best team in the Bowls, the Colorado Bowls. Shout out to them. We had some games. We had some games where we dropped the ball ourselves. There are other games where it was just unfortunate.
Yep.
Last game we played. We played our hearts out. Shout out to CTS.
Mm-hmm.
We played our hearts out. Just a few plays. We couldn't close in the red zone, and it didn't fall our way at the end of the game.
Yeah, that A comp is real, huh? It's real.
It's real. These guys for real play. And if we want to continue, and especially keep ourselves into that A comp, we gotta do the same. We gotta keep playing. We gotta get ourselves better every single day, because if not, it's just gonna keep happening.
Exactly. And I wish you guys the best, and I know it sucks about.
Got a 2-week break, man. I need something to do.
Exactly, bro. I mean, we could set up some one-on-ones and go run or something. I'm sure a lot of guys will be down. We have a whole football fucking group, bro. We're huge in Colorado. We could set something up. We could set up some scrimmages or something. But yeah, I just wanted to know how like you felt about pf3. You feel like good about it, like playing in it? You happy you're in it? Stuff like that?
I'm definitely happy playing with my friends. I'm always happy playing with people that, I can once I started playing a little more, I started, conversating with these guys. It's just so fun.
Mm-hmm.
Even though we're losing, I'm still having a good time playing, because just the conversation on the sidelines, just especially playing, even though we're losing, we're still giving everything we got, and that's all that we can do. We can't, moan, groan, and complain all the time. We gotta take it. To the cheek, and we just gotta keep going.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's how you guys are gonna get respect from around the league. And yeah. So I just want to thank you for joining my podcast today, and I was happy to talk to you and vent to you a little bit and talk football, a little bit of football. We'll get deep more into that when we get PF3 again and Highland Hills and all that stuff going. We'll get into it. But yeah, I hope the Nuggets win tonight. Let's hope.
Let's go Nuggets, man.
Exactly.
And you said it right too. It's going to be a 4-quarter game.
Exactly.
It's going to be a tight first quarter, like it has been the last 4 games, it's all about the second and third quarter. You know, how are we gonna handle? You know, when Jokic goes on the bench, how is the bench gonna respond? You know, and Bones, Barton, and Morris are gonna be the three guys I gotta watch out. I gotta look at, especially Austin. You want me to? I'll give Austin his props if he could do it again.
All right. I'll take your word.
Again, I'll give him his props. If he can do it again, I'll give him his props. But if he's shooting 0 for 5 and just playing defense, I can't have that on my team.
All right, last thing before we go. What's your prediction for tonight? Score-wise.
125-120 Nuggets.
Woo! Fourth quarter game?
Yeah.
My prediction, I think, is going to be 115-120. I think Nuggets will pull it out. I think Jokic is going to pull it out at the end, hopefully. And we'll see you in Game 6. We'll see them in Game 6 here in Denver.
You know, Nuggets got, basically 4 days off in the span of 2 games.
Exactly.
So, I hate this, we're well-rested. Bro, you guys need to show me something if you're well-rested. I can't go, we're tired. No, you're not. I'm not tired.
Well, all right, bro. I appreciate you, and hopefully we could get you on the next podcast if you're down. And
Yes, sir.
All right, bro.